if I'm so fortunate enough to be the Democratic nominee, there will be a lot of time to talk about him. I was the first one to call him out. I called him out when he was calling Mexicans rapists, when he was engaging in rhetoric that I found deeply offensive. I said, basta.
Joining me now from the spin room in Miami, the chair of the Democratic National Committee, Florida Congresswoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Congresswoman, we're getting a lot more debates than we thought we would get. Are you glad?
I am glad. Of course I am. The candidates and the DNC talked about the need to make sure that we could spend more time and added debates, and I think they've been fantastic, and the candidates are pleased as well.
Are you, I'm going to ask you what I asked John Podesta before. Would you say that the center of the Democratic Party on immigration has moved considerably to the left in, say, the last even 4 or 6 years?
The center has moved left? No. I mean, I think we've been and continue to be right where we should be, which is supporting comprehensive, broad-based comprehensive immigration reform, you know, obviously with important border security, but making sure that people who simply want to be in this country, Chris, to make a better way of life for themselves and their families are able to stay, and that we can have a pathway to legal status and citizenship. That's been our policy as Democrats for a long, long time now.
You know, there's been a lot of talk about superdelegates, obviously, as this sort of delegate race goes forward and people are adding them up. Can you explain to Democrats why superdelegates exist?
Sure. Unpledged delegates were created by the Democratic Party in 1984, so this is not a new development. And as I had a chance to talk to Rachel a couple of weeks ago about, imagine, Chris, if you were someone who wanted to run for delegate and go to our convention. If you had to run against a member of Congress, a former DNC chair, a high-profile politician in your community, the chances of you being elected in your congressional district to be a delegate are pretty slim. So in 1984, the party made a decision to take those party leaders and elected officials, designate them as unpledged delegates. And that way we free up these delegate slots for a more diverse delegation all across the country. And at the end of the day, we've not ever nominated a candidate for president as our party's nominee with anything but the pledged delegates that are selected by voters.
Do you ever look over the Republican Party and you think, well, if you guys just had some superdelegates, maybe you could put a stop to all this Trump nonsense?
I think Ryan Priebus probably is thinking that. And, look, right now, looking over at the Republican Party, they are an absolute, utter train wreck. They're in free fall. And, you know, our debate tonight was something that I have been and continue to be so proud of our candidates. American voters get a clear picture every time they listen to the two of our candidates about the direction that they would take this country, building on the progress we've made. And when they look at the Republicans, they look at an utter mess that is, you know, more like a WWE wrestling match than a debate for the presidency of the United States of America. It's just stunning.
Congresswoman, did you think you would be here in March?
Did I think that we would be at a debate in March, or still in a primary
in the midst of a contested primary at this point?
I most certainly thought we would still be here in March, Chris. I mean, by March 15th, we don't actually reach 50% of the delegates available until this coming Tuesday on March 15th. So yes, I fully expected us to be at this place at this moment, and I wasn't sure how long the primary would go, but we definitely were going to at least be here until next Tuesday, and we are, and I expect that it will continue. And at the same time, while the primary is playing out, we're getting ready at the DNC to prepare to support whoever our nominee ultimately is. We've got to get ready for this general election. We're taking any one of these jokers on the other side of the aisle very seriously, because we know this is going to be a competitive contest, and we've got to be prepared.
All right, Congresswoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz, thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Chris.
Let's go back out.
Hi everyone, my name is Mike. This is my YouTube page, Mox News. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, so tonight's debate between Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders is now live. It's available on alternate Mox News YouTube page. There is a clickable link in the text body of this video. So right below the video here, you'll find a link that says tonight's foreign language Democratic debate. please, if you'd like to watch it, it was a pretty spirited debate. They really, I think Hillary Clinton was getting kind of flustered there for a little bit. So if you want to check that out, the entire debate is posted on Alternate Mox News YouTube page. There's a clickable link right below this video. Click it, it'll take you straight to that page where Univision has already made a copyright claim, but they didn't block the video and they didn't make it a copyright violation, which means it looks like this debate is going to stick too. If there's no problems with it in the morning, I'll upload it to another page, to the one where the other presidential debates are. But for now, tonight, if you'd like to watch the debate between Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders in Miami on the foreign language speaking channel. It's available, and there's a clickable link right below this video. In the text body of the video, it says tonight's foreign language debate, Democratic debate, so, or Democrats debate, I think it says. So go check it out. I think you might enjoy it. I'm going to post a couple more videos with follow-ups. There's some pretty good. I got one with Alan Grayson coming up, and the guy who made Gaslands movie documentary. He's talking about fracking. And one with the sexiest congresswoman in Congress. She's a Bernie Sanders supporter. So if you are enjoying Mox News work, my hard work, and you'd like to say thank you or show some support of some kind, it's easy to do. There's also a clickable link in the text body of the video to make a contribution to Mox News. It would be wonderful if you would buy me lunch. I really, really like lunch, and when you guys take a couple minutes out of your busy day to make sure that I get a nice lunch, it makes my day so much brighter. It makes it so much brighter. So thank you for that support. It's because of you guys that Mox News, or that I've been here on YouTube for 10 years posting videos, over 60,000 videos now. And it's you guys that give it value. It's you guys that make it worthwhile. If it wasn't for you guys, if you weren't out here, the work would be completely meaningless. So I just have to thank you all. And one of these days, this war is going to end. Stay cool till that day.